How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? So we're here today with Kingdom, chapter 546 to 550. Reaction, 546, 547, 548, 549, 550. So, in the last one, Kaio 10 was essentially caught out, and now we're in a situation where Shin, the instinctual leader, the instinctual general, the follower, the successor of Duke Hyo, now we're in a situation where he has to prove his mettle. He has to prove his worth as an instinctual general. So this chapter 546, ladies and gentlemen, let us see what this chapter has in store for us, and let's hop right in. So, enter Shin, the strategist. How could you go wrong with like an introduction like that? Enter Shin, the strategist? It's like, 2 plus 2 equals 5. Charge! Crush the heads of these Western imbeciles. Just the horses. Got him. What? Gyoan Army Headquarters. Report from the Seikyo unit that set out to the right. Oh, that was fast. Have they already destroyed a target? That's Seikyo for you. No, they were meant to launch an attack on the enemy, but were flanked themselves. Twitch. I can't do a Twitch. Twitch.tv/allrightyo. Hey, subscribe to me and not subscribe. What's it? Follow me on Twitch, ladies and gentlemen. It's twitch.tv/allrightyo. I don't actually really stream much, but if you follow, I will. Anyway, Sekio himself has fallen, and the remaining half of his troops have somehow returned. Nani? Sekiko is dead, and he lost half the men too. Report from... There you go. Shin, his string is starting to unfold. Reports from the Ryushin unit. Report from the Shoko unit. They've driven back the target enemy infantry and have advanced further in to engage another group of infantry. Oh, nothing less from the Shoko unit. They took to Shin out faster than expected. Good news from the Ryushin unit too. No, sir. In fact, going by the survivors who managed to make it back, the Ryushin unit was suddenly ambushed and surrounded by enemy cavalry and had close to their entire forces wiped out. What did you say? 2 losses right after another? It's just a coincidence. We were talking about the Sekio, and we're talking about the Sekigyo and the Ryushin unit here, and the Ryushin was nearly completely wiped out. Kyoan-sama! He's like looking on like, no, me no likey. It feels different from before. So they've changed commanders, eh? And for it to be someone of the same type too. How interesting. Now, how far will you be able to keep up? Hishin unit's headquarters. Shin is like, what did I do? Or am I doing this? The infantry are struggling against the enemy. Shosa's unit has taken heavy damage. Shosui's unit has also been caught by a flanking attack. They've now been split up and are unable to move for the moment. I'm assuming. Ryusen's been caught and pincered between 2 enemies. They've taken a fair amount of losses. The Gakura unit managed to take out their target, but was immediately ambushed by another enemy and forced to withdraw. Denmo has fallen in battle. Rinto has also... Shut up! Seriously. Yet Hera's infantry unit to immediately turn right and smash into the enemies ahead. But that Ryusun unit you're holding... As if Shin cares. Hey. Don't... I can't believe I'm saying this, but don't look at his actions, listen to his words. Usually it's always the opposite way, but just for once, right? Fine, Ryuyan, now hurry, or the enemy is going to get away. But there's so no enemy there. They're going to be moving into that position right now. Just shut up and tell them already. Yes, sir. It's even messier than I imagined, but it's working. Under Shin's haphazard orders, some of our units just fold right over when engaged with the enemy. On to the next. How long are we going to play dead for, Bihei-san? At least until these guys leave. On the other hand, good news, sir. Denyu took out his target. Nice. We also have those who succeed in their surprise attacks or interceptions in overwhelming manner. Hurrah! Now that's more like it. The Hishin unit ain't one to take punches and not fight back. Ryu! Oi, yo, Kyogai. Looks like Strategist Girl finally started up a protocol. It's Shin. Give him the respect. Going by the reports, it seems like Shin's the one giving out the orders. Huh? Eh? But the fact that we're even able to chip away at the enemy means that this is a definite improvement over what I was doing. Hairyu's unit reports success too. After all, I was completely unable to read the Gyoan army's movement. So is this what it's like when two instinctual types slug it out mano a mano? The BH unit's been thinned out pretty bad, but they're still hanging on. Ignored him. Bad news from Garo, who set out to rush the enemy after a lot. Now Shin knows how it feels like being a strategist, where like all your moves basically directly relate to the casualties, directly relate to who survives and who doesn't. Bad news from Garo, who set out to rush the enemy. After a large-scale pursuit, his men have been scattered all over. Gakure, who went to his aid, has also taken losses. Shit! So this time we're the ones who fell for his bait. Garo and Gakure, okay? They are fine, sir. No, Rowder and Slugface between Shin doesn't have the strategist, whereas the other guy has the strategist and everything as well. Maybe it's accurate to say that Gyoan still has the upper hand, but that's what you're here for. That's what you're here for. It's definitely Gyohan who's making the superior maneuver. Captain, if we're the ones that are losing overall, then shouldn't we be using our reserve units located in the rear? I thought the same thing. Obviously, I did too. It's not that I don't want to use them, more like I can't. Gyohan's always been poking around to start a huge blaze. And when that time comes, we'll need to throw everything we have at it. But I still can't figure out what it is. Just where is that Gyohan bastard aiming for? Gyohan headquarters, and you just see him. Actually, no. Yeah, it is a stern face, like that. Just observing. Let us begin. Have all of our men that have been on standby move to the front. Signal all the larger units in our center as well. Yes, sir. Choga Yusama. Gyohan has begun moving to start his fire. It would appear our neighboring battlefield shall reach a conclusion shortly. Oi! Oi, oi! That spot over there, let's give it off the crazy heat. Whose position is in it? That should be Lieutenant N's position, sir. He's rallied together all the nearby remnants into one spot and doing all he can to hold his ground against the enemy. Do not fear! Keep fighting! Victory lies with us. That's the spot! Deploy all our reserves and have them rush over there as fast as they can, huh? All of them? Shin? Hurry! If Zhao is faster than us, then we'll be the ones who will have to fight that fire. What do you mean? There's no time. Get going. When he says fire, he doesn't mean literal fire. I thought that previously, but I think now he actually means just morality. You take out the enemy lieutenant, you take out all the scattered men, and the enemy soldiers will crumble like paper. Like paper. Grab all the mid-sized units nearby as well. You spit. Stop spitting at me. Spit a verse, but not your spit. Kyukai, you take command of the reserves and go on ahead. I'll be right after you, Roger. And be careful out there, you hear me? They won't be holding anything back when they hit us. It's going to be the most brutal fight of the day. Kyukai's like, hey, bro, come on now. Hey, bro. Kyukai. I'm Kyukai, alright? Calm down, sonny boy. Roger. Look over there. The reserves are moving towards the right side. There are so many of them. Don't tell me there are all of them. Heading for Lieutenant N. Huh? Wait, why did I make Kyukai go on ahead first? Why didn't I just... Because you've become the strategist. You're not the frontline fighter right now. You are right now the strategist. Wait, why did I make Kyukai go on ahead first? Why didn't I just go with her? What is it, Captain? What is it? Oh, there's a second ploy. Oh, there is a second ploy, okay? Is the blaze on the right side not the only one? Shin, what's wrong? I'm absolutely sure that there's going to be something breaking out at the Ensign spot on the right. What's going on? There are so many enemies, sir. We've got incoming friendly reinforcements from the rear too. Good. It's do or die time, men. We must hold out until our help arrives. Defensive formation. Ignore the scattered remnants of the enemy. Our top priority is to get to Lieutenant N and go all out. Kaiki, call in our core units. Call in our core units too. Kyukai's unit is gathering up. New orders. Head to Lieutenant N's. Let's go. Yes, sir. Finally, time for the main attraction. This wasn't it? No, it wasn't. Look, all the other units are making for Lieutenant N's position too, and the enemy will come for us after having gathered all their soldiers too. And that, right there, is where a great blaze will break out. One that will decide the winner and lose. There's some serious errors this time in this chapter. That will decide the winner and loser of this fight. But does that mean there is still one other place that I'm missing? Another spot for a blaze to be set? Your headquarters. That's what I would assume. You know, you have the majority of the battle on the right, and then they all go for you. It's like, so that was, and Shin just runs off. 10, I'm taking the headquarters guard cavalry, huh? Wait, where are you going, Shin? It's not the only one. There's one more place that will decide our victory or defeat. You guys, follow me. Yes, sir. One more place that will decide victory or defeat? Whoa, we cut him right through the center. Captain, just where are we headed for? I was thinking wrong. It's not a place. It's more like an action. Due to the blaze that's about to explode on the right, a narrow passage leading to the enemy headquarters has appeared. What? Then do you mean we're going to really charge right into the heart of their headquarters with this small unit? Something as dragged out as that? No. Eh? The fact that I was able to see this means that he should have been able to see it too. Right for your headquarters. Basically what I just said. Am I right or what? Go, just... I love that warhorse. That warhorse looks beastly. Just the two of them. All the soldiers are like, pew! Why? What are we doing here? What is going on? And Shin is like, yeah. Hello, son. Hello. Hello. You're right there. Hello. Hello, go on. You okay? Chapter 547. Glaive's Lament. Okay. Not Midna's Lament, but the Glaive's Lament. Okay.
Go on, Tom. A surprise attack on the headquarters. It was actually read by them.
What the two bosses going head-to-head this quickly. Just the glaive right away. So you are the man who served as Rinshoyo's blade, one of the last generation's three great heavens. Yo. And just enough of that chit-chat, just like right into it. The clash of pride and dignity. Yeah. They started. Yeah, most certainly have. What? Ooh, Shin is being pushed back. I mean, Shin has this kind of weird thing. I mean, even the horse being pushed, but we've seen that before. We've seen the horses being pushed back before. The thing with Shin is that, like, he has this kind of thing where, like, he'll get typical anime protagonist, I guess. He'll get beaten for a while until, like, he's on this, like, oh no, I need to do it. And that's when he wins. Captain Sekijin. And Shin is like, nah. Okay, he did get the armor did get cracked. It seemed like he's got cut, but so heavy. Okay. The last time I took such a heavy blow was probably against Gaimo of the Wave Fire Dragons. This guy's without a doubt the real deal. Zhao Commander Gyeon.
What is that glaive made of?
It's Oki's glaive, my friend. He may have been knocked away, but it still managed to withstand one of Gyeon-sama's glaive-shattering blows. That is the glaive of Oki, the monstrous bird.
I had heard from Riboku-sama that a man who possesses it was amongst the enemies we faced. Still, I was not entirely convinced, hence my testing blow just now.
Testing blow? Testing blow. I see. And it would appear that it is indeed Oki's glaive. You don't friggin' say.
But to think I would encounter that glaive so suddenly. Perhaps this is also a part of my lord's guidance. For when I stood on the battlefield in the past, I waged war for the sake of shattering that very same glaive. What? What did you say, huh? Nay, it was not just that glaive. I fought to claim the heads of every last one of Shin's 6 great generals. What? All 6? Yes. Obviously. I mean, that's kind of what you do when you kind of look at Shin. He always wants to take the biggest. He wants to take the biggest part. He's like, Riboku. I'm going for you. I'm coming for you, bro. Riboku, I'm coming for you, bro. It's like, yeah, of course. If you're in war, you always want to take everyone, right? You know. Alas, that would never come to pass. No shit, you moron. You men of Shin. Do none of you realize that the only reason you're standing before me today is simply due to a stroke of luck on your part? What do you mean by a stroke of luck? I speak of the whimsical nature of one's lifespan. Were my lord Rinshoyo not cursed with such a fleeting life, then the history of these plains, the history of Shin itself, would have been a far cry from the reality that we stand in now. If only Rinshoyo could have remained in good health.
Then by working hand in hand with Rempa, the likes of Shin's 6 generals would have been nothing more than food for the way. You bring up Renpa, hey, I kind of want to see him again. He's been a quite a long time, man. It's been quite a long time. But not for my lord being struck down by illness. Then it would not be Zhao with Shin who's like, nah, you talk too much, mate. Save the sleep talking nonsense for when you're in bed, girl. Hey, precisely. Shin, he didn't want to hear none of that nonsense. Even if Rinshao didn't die to an illness, he would have still have been killed by General. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. It is you who spouts on. Yeah, that's right. It's all nonsense. Blabbing on and on about what would have happened if some dead guy was still alive in a battlefield means nothing. Keep it in your dreams. If you came here while still clinging to the shadow of your long deceased master, then you would have been better off just staying at home and letting yourself waste away. Trigger. Why, you fool?
I too believed that would be my fate, when it would appear the heavens had other plans for me.
Watch out, man. Here they come.
All because you and your kin decided to set foot upon these prophesied grounds. Thanks to that, my time, which had come to a standstill, has once again been set in motion.
Dora! Careful, these guys are strong. And off they go. Don't impale me for my temple. Ooh, that's a rough way to go.
The squad! Maintain the squad! Push them back!
Kanto, Johto, Hoenn. Everything's a mess. Shit, where did the infantry commander go? Been a while since I got this pumped. I know, it's a bit late, but I'm kind of regretting the transfer now, mate. Do not falter, stand strong. Hey. Kyukai, we shall take it. What is it, Kyukai? She just sees Shin and Yoan. That's my combat style, right? That's. Now I'm spitting. I'm not Shin, but I'm spitting. When Shin is defending, he's like, yeah. It feels like the captain's the one in the back foot, and he's even got the general. He's not used to the glaive. That's the whole point that we've had in the last time we used it. He's not fully used to the glaive. More like the whole reason is because I'm using General Oki's glaive. Exactly. Not only is Gohan Fest, I still haven't mastered this glaive, so I can't use it as perfectly as I'd like. But you're being cut, bro. Just get your sword out. Captain! I'm sorry, right? Shin is being cut. Right? He's being cut. But it's the same person, right? I always go back to that part, right? I had his arm cut. Like that, and still held a weapon. It's like, that actually makes no sense when you think about it, right? But that's just the person he is, right? So, him being cut, I'm like, bro, it's whatever, bro. It's whatever, bro. Captain! You dare to mock my master with those skills? Shin of the Hishin unit. The hell did you say? I can almost hear the cries of sorrow from your glaive. For that glaive you carry is a jewel amongst weapons, one that harbors many things within it. But you are nothing more than a mistake. An already fortunate citizen of Shin, blessed with even more luck. Your life just happened to coincide with that of Oki's death. You simply had to stretch out your hands, and that glaive would fall into... Oh no, he earned Oki's respect. Not everyone earns Oki's respect, too. Shakespeare did, but not everyone else earns Oki's respect. Respect Shin, he's gonna take your head and you're gonna be sorry for what you just said. You're a man whose only trait of note is the sheer amount of good fortune that has come your way. We're going back to the Oki scene. He actually did literally just stretch out his hand. It simply fell into my lap. You call all that just stretching out my hands and having it fall into my lap? Don't talk as if you know anything. And he strikes, but go on. You can clearly see the impact, but like he defends. I like how the text at the bottom is actually like shattered as well. It's like crumbling to pieces. That's a really good little touch on there. Chapter 548, Meet Battle Tactics. Let's go. Meet Battle Tactics. Let's go. And Gyon is like, Nani? What just happened? Let's get on some impossible. Just.
It's a nice Sunday. No.
Oh my. Let's go on right now. Yeah, that's it. Keep it up, Captain. You say that I did nothing to deserve this glaive. Yeah. Okay, man. Okay, man, okay. Let's see you keep that talk going. If you really think these blows of mine are as light as you think to me. He just looks up, he's like, I was wrong. This shit just like keeps yeah, Gyo, you can do it. All it's amounted to is just a little scratch there. And Gyon strikes back. What? Captain. You're strong, Shin of the Hishin unit. That fact gives me some relief. It would appear that you do indeed have the right to carry that glaive. Isn't that obvious? Hardly so. It is not so simple a matter as you think. After all, it is not only a question of your martial prowess. Rather, the important question is whether or not you have even the slightest understanding of the strength of a man. Eh? Now we get Philip. This guy's like, he likes talking, right? He's a talker. He's given his whole philosophical speech. Previously, all we saw of him was like just look into distance, be like, there. Now he's like, you know what? There was a long time ago, when I was in my younger years, I tried to fight against the 6 great generals of Shin, but nowadays, I'm just a relic on my former shelf. But I'm back in the action. He's just talking like, bro, we get it. You haven't been in the battle for a long time. You're enjoying the moment. We get it. What are you talking about? He's talking too much. Though it seems you are not self-aware of it, it means nothing of a way, for this shall be the place of your death. I doubt it. I very much doubt it. I really, really very much doubt it. For the blaze that is flaring up on the side shall reduce all of you to cinders. The side is going to win. Kyukai's on the side. Easy clap. You shall fall to my blade, and with that, the light of the Hishin unit shall disappear forever from these Shukai plains. I feel like Shin almost needs to get get out his sword, because he's not used to the glaive, and it's not an opponent that I feel like, unless, progress in battle, develop in battle, evolve in battle. Ha! I'll warn you not to underestimate the Hishin unit, you sleep-talking bastard, because the only thing that's going to disappear around these parts is your fire. Yo, the Hishin unit headquarters. News from the left. Heroes met with Dene and are now fighting side by side. Takuge's unit got a good support going for the center. Kyoga and Ryuyu have a good hold on their positions too. What about the captain? Any news on him? We can't get a clear look, but it seems like he's still dueling Gyoan. Shin. Shall we send him some men? No. Our only choice now is to entrust the duel wholly to Shin. What we need to focus on is how Ensan's position is starting to become incredibly dangerous for us. Shin was convinced that it's the big blaze that will settle everything. Lose that, and the whole battlefield will snowball out of control. It might reach a point where even if Shin did take out Gohan, we'd still lose. True. Tight formations! Don't leave any gaps! We'll move back slightly. Eek, we're done for. Shit! Kanta, you guys are carried this way. It's Shosa-san. What? Yeah. Not good at all. Just look at the brutal melee. It's all turned into. Our formation mean nothing like this. It's become a clash of raw strength. We're the ones being pushed back on all fronts, and if this keeps up, get on! You just see him. Kyukai, what are you doing here? We need some sort of stratagem there before we get swallowed up by them. Bit late for that, if you ask me. Wait, a stratagem? In the middle of all this? The chapter's called Mid-Battle Tactics. Mid-Battle Tactics. I need you to set up an anchor point. Your job is to redirect the enemy to your right side. What? An anchor point? That's right. You need to hold this position and guide the enemy towards your right. You think we can do that? The whole line is being pushed back. How are we supposed to hold out it? Just this spot, but you must. That's why I brought Ryusen and his men here. The power horses. The power horses. Sosui, on the other side, is doing the same with the other heavyweights I left it. Their job is the same as yours, although they're directing the enemy to their left instead. Okay. So you're trying to set up 2 blockades on the left and right, and then funnel the enemy straight down the middle. Right. But what's the point of all that? If they punch through our center, they'll be able to separate our 2 sides. If that happens, everything will be over instantly. Of course, I know that. But if we don't do anything, then our defeat is guaranteed. I'll handle the center. Let me repeat that. I'll handle the center. So make sure you do your job. Alright, Kyukai. Is that woman for real? Ton. That's what's gonna happen. Ton. Is that woman for real? Trying to come up with something up in the middle of this huge mess. Damn. Someone get me Boss Gakure. We're gonna dig in and set up here. Sugen, Shosa, have you gathered up the foot soldiers? Kyukai, yeah, we have. We've gathered all the ones we could spare.
Well, why are we all here? No, we need to go help out with the fighting.
Kyukai-san, Banken, I see you guys are here too. Kyukai-san, ma'am, Lieutenant, Kyukai-sama. You're not too tired to keep going, are you, man? Of course not. Bleeding out of his mouth, like losing multiple teeth, like, no, of course not. Yeah, Kyukai-sama. Those Kyukai unit men and their morale, if only we had a captain here with us too. Hey, I'd rather be with them. I think me too. Me too, I'd honestly say it.
Mihai-san, so, what are you trying to cook up in the middle of all this, Kyukai?
I've set up the left and right to create a bottleneck that will funnel all of the enemy right here our way. Our job is to hold this position and wipe them all out in one fell swoop.
Can't take much more. All that morale just out the window right now. What? All those soldiers that are being held off are coming for us.
Even if you gathered all of us up, that still, we shouldn't have come. Yeah, you should be used to this by now. Are you sure it's not us that will be the ones getting wiped up? That is possible, eh? But if we don't try anything, then we're still going to lose all the same. In which case, the horse is like... Ton, tan, tan.
Ton.
Ton, tan, tan. One of my favorite moments of this whole entire show. Just tan tan. Let's dance. Let's dance. But if we don't try anything, then we're still going to lose all the same. In which case, I'd rather round up all our hardest hitting infantry.
Hardest hitting infantry. Oh, yeah, of course you are.
And take them here. At least that still offers a small chance. Ton. It begins. It begins. The ton tan tan. After all, both our enemies and us are mainly infantry. Hey, you guys got off our horse? What? You're fighting on foot with us. I'm better at taking out large numbers this way. Having you with us is worth 100 men, yeah, most certainly. But even then, I'm not sure if we can win. It's showtime, boys. The biggest fight of your lives. This is going to make everything you've seen up to now look like playtime in comparison. But notice, whoever wins this clash will be the one to win the entire battle. They're hyped. It's no use. We can't hold them off anymore. Kill them all. Let's move. The lieutenant's set to run for the left and right points when we hit our limits. Here they come. They're coming. Shit, I have a bad feeling about this. Kyukai, how about one more word for the youngsters? Phew, fine. Together, we shall fight, and together we shall grasp victory. And they're hyped. I would be too. I would be. Today is the day we seize our destiny. Oh my, Kyukai. Oh my. Chapter 549 and 3 Oh no, 3 miscalculations. What are they? Lieutenant Sosui, we're having a hard enough time as it is with the center. Garo, the center's become a shit show with all the soldiers we diverted to them. You sure they're going to be okay? How the hell would I know, Kyukai? And they're just like, people getting stabbed left, right, and center. Push forward! Hunt them all down! Don't stop thrusting your speeds until the Hishi unit has been wiped out. Watch out! There's even more of them coming. It's no use, Kanto. My heart can't take much more of this. Quit your bitching, huh? They're coming in. Lieutenants, captains, commanders, everyone's fighting to the best. Like, hey, crap, so that's what the infantry commando's like when he gets serious. Yeah, you gotta be serious right now. Pretty amazing, right? He's become one hell of an expert after sparring with Kyukai every now and then.
Wait, with Lieutenant Kyukai, then does that mean the lieutenant...
I'm about to scroll down, right? And I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a panel of Kyukai just like wiping out 50 people. Like straight up, just Kyukai just wiping out 50 people. Of course she is. I'm telling you, the moment she gets serious, it's like she's not even here. As I just said, just Kyukai, just ton 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 ton. Let's dance. Ton 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 ton. Just, she's not even human anymore. That. Just she's doing capoeira right now on the back, as if she's Tun Lee on the back, like just wiping them all out. Here she comes. Steal her movements and kill her. We've got her. And just like, whoosh, graceful landing. Suck, and it wouldn't be kingdom if there was no decapitation. What did she just... What happened? Monster! Pew.
Mongan, aye. Guard me for a bit.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Now she's trying to get her breath back. He's like... And then she's about to kick ass again. I like that. They all know that she needs a breath. Her regain her stamina. Yes, ma'am.
Form up around the lieutenant. Hold him off no matter what it takes.
I think I get it now. That woman's stamina can't hold out. We just need to take her out while she's recovering over my dead body here. I know, Rikosu. I'm resting early and normal on purpose to get my breathing back. This will allow me to keep on fighting for a longer period and cut down even more of our enemies. If I don't do my utmost to kill as many enemies as I can, then we'll have no choice, and I will have no chance of winning this fight. She's back on action. That's enough, Bungan. Here she comes again. She's like, yeah, I'm good to go. Ah, man, I like this. I really very much like this. We've seen we've seen her weakness, right? And now we kind of see her strength, adapting to her weakness and just overcoming it. But everyone's just dying. Look at him just on the floor, like, what's going on? So many of my boys are dead. Fuck. Hon-sama. The day is almost, yeah. And Shin is still being smacked up. Still being beaten. Like, oh, I think he's out. No, he's back out. He's out for a second. He's like, oh. It's Friday. Yeah, that's Shin. Like, oh. It's Friday.
He's so tough. How many times does that make it? What does it take to make that to drop that man? It's already based
bleeding everything. But Gyon is bleeding as well. Okay.
Huh? Hey, Shin, Captain, you're still hanging in there. They're protecting. Is that hairy unit from the left?
Things finally calmed down a bit on our side, so we came here to help. Move aside, Harry. Don't burn it. I finally started to get a good grasp on how to use General Oki's glaive. Just a bit more, and Gyon will be as good as you're looking out of it. Like, he truly looking out of it.
I believe you, but save it for tomorrow, Shin. We really don't have the strength right now for another clash.
You guys better get him out of here quickly. As loath as I am to say this, we must call it here for today, Gyon-sama. I've also received some ill tidings just earlier. It appears that the great blaze on the left still has yet to achieve a victory despite all the fierce fighting. Nice, Kyukai. Nice. Have I really become so pitiful that even my instincts have grown dull? Or could it be? Even my glaive can only exhibit half its strength in this return to the battle. Oh no. So they're both about to, like, just next time they meet, they'll both be like, oh yeah, we good now. I'm good now. What? You call that half? Let's go. He's probably just hyping himself up, honestly. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm only at 10% of my power. There's still 90% left. And then he gets taken out. He's like, no! Let's go. I must see what has become of the blaze with my own eyes. Oh, no.
Hold it right there, Gyon. You're trying to run away, you bastard. Stop.
Slide. Shin is out. Shin, Captain, hang in there, Shin. Bro. I was just about to... Bro. Forget what I was gonna say, right? Forget what I was gonna... I was gonna say, considering the people that Shin has gone up against, this is definitely a tough battle. And then, like, we just see Kyukai over a corpse of bodies, and Gyo just appearing right in front of her right now. It's like, this is like an end time kind of picture. It's like a, bro, I am the survivor. That's what this is. He just sees her. What is this? There are so many bodies. This is enemy cavalry ahead. Protect the lieutenant. Lieutenant Sosui and Garo's unit are heading for us right now. We just need to hold out for a bit longer. We'll kill all of these guys too. Gyon-sama, it's too late for at this moment. Gyon believed that he had made 3 miscalculations. The first being that Shin had predicted a surprise attack on their headquarters. Captain! The second being the unpleasant surprise that Shin would prove to be a man capable of stopping his attack. And last but not least was the fact that the Hishin unit could contain a fighter officer capable of influencing the battle other than Shin. Oh yeah, I like the Kyukai hype. I like the Kyukai hype. All the other youngins got hype. All right, all the other youngins, Moten got hype. Ohan got hype. Shin got hype. Kyukai not so much. Kyukai gets hype. The blaze on the left that was supposed to consume the Hishin unit had instead been resolved in a manner that burnt away at both sides equally. Seeing the dreadful figure of Kyukai standing on the blood-drenched grounds, for an instant, the image of a certain member of Shin's 6th grade generals flashed through his mind. If Shin is Shin is like the second coming of Oki, we all know who she's the second coming of, right? He was forced to reevaluate his opinion of the Hishin unit and was now convinced that they were an opponent more difficult than he had originally expected. I can barely stay on my feet after all that. I'm starving too. You know what his new miscalculation will be? And I'm saying this right now. His new miscalculation is that he doesn't realize how good Kaio-ten is. That's going to be his downfall. He now realizes how strong the Hishin unit is, how strong Shin and Kyukai are. But he doesn't realize how strong Kaio-ten is, and that's going to be his downfall, because Kaio-ten was not looking so hot right now. Kind of being caught out with everything. That's going to come back to... I feel like that's going to come back to bite him. I truly feel like that's going to come back to bite him. But that's just my thoughts, though. That's just my thoughts, though. News of the time limit. So we have a time limit. We always have a time limit. What would be a shonen slash seinen without time limit, eh? As a curtain fall on this ruthless day, within these campgrounds beneath a twinkling night sky, cries of men echoed within the cold silence, where very voices cry out the names of the fallen. Soka dono, Soka. I'll have so many stories to share with Kakubi-sama. Soka dono, Lieutenant, all of you, I'll be going on ahead. Soka dono, sir. Kyoto-sama over there doesn't have long, I see. Wait, sir, your wounds need tending first. Something like that can wait. Lieutenant. Heitan. Sniffle. No, Shine. Denkai, where are you, Sop? Don't do this, Ko. Wake up. Has anyone seen Squad Leader 2? Hakuta. Open your eyes, Hakuta. Sop. Rin. Weren't you the one that convinced us to come, you goddamn idiot? Sorry, but have you seen a guy called Heire? He's from no village. No, can't help you either. Have you seen anyone called Doken? Sup? No. Kanto. These four have hated each other the whole time, but it's good to see. After a clash like that, after a battle like that, it's good to see the kind of unity, the brotherhood. Kyakuni, thank God you're okay. The third day of the battle at Shukai Plain, the Zhao center, the Zhao left wing with the Bananji going in, Shogaryu and Kagure versus Ohon, Shin at Ako, Shin right wing, against the Zhao, on the other side you have the Zhao right wing with Kisui, Bate, Moten and the Shin left wing, and obviously the Shin center. The third day of the battle at Shukai Plains could probably be better described as the day of the battle between Shin's right and Zhao's left wings. And the ones who saw especially brutal fighting there were the two newly committed Hishin unit and Gyoan army who directly faced off with each other right after their debuts. Kaio-ten, Seihan-sama was killed in the fighting. Same for 50-man Commander Kai. What of his unit? Any survivors? Not a single one. Only half the Zanza unit made it back as well. Intending to greatly tip the right battlefield in Zhao's favor, on the third day, Zhao Supreme Commander Riboku dispatched the 10,000-strong Gyoan army to serve as hefty reinforcements. Matched up against them was a Hishin unit. Although initially struggling to put up a good fight, they were able to somehow reverse the tide to an extent, ultimately allowing them to end the day on a relatively even footing with the Gyoan army. It would not be an exaggeration to say that the Hishin unit's efforts were what followed Riboku's gambit on this day, but it doesn't feel that way. Oibie, you spent the whole day playing that, didn't you? No, Yamaran. It was just once, okay, just once. Come on, Ko. Tell him. What's the matter? You seem pretty out of it. Sorry, Vihei-san. Can I go sleep first? Feel so... Oh, no. Whoa, he's got a crazy fever. You're dumb. I say something sooner, Ko. But, as to be expected, these results came at no small costs, and Kyukai is out. Is that you, Shin? Yeah. Both of them just... Done. What are you doing? Well, I somehow managed to crawl here, but I think this is my limit. Can you give me a hand? Nope, I can't move my body either. I have no idea how you lot are gonna survive the next day. But it's nighttime, and I'm over the same time. Can't. Just make me do all the work, why don't you? Wiggle. Alright, stop. It's not like I asked you to come. So, Kyukai, wanted to say sorry about today. I knew that place was gonna be the blaze. The way he's moving is kind of great, like an insect basically, but I left it all to you to handle. You know, even Garo was really surprised. He said you were one hell of a commander to set up a reverse kill zone in the middle of all that. And then you went into fight on foot with the infantry, cutting down people until you could barely stand. Thanks to that, it's not only the men in your unit, but even my foot sluggers have fallen head over heels. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? Can you believe it? But because of that, now you're in this shape. Sorry, the commander of the Heat Unit bowing his head. Sorry for always making you cover for my ass, Kyukai. You crawled all the way here just to say something as pointless as that. Yeah. We're both stuck here resting anyway. You so better to do that while having a chat with you, don't you think? If I talked to Ten or Bihei, they probably wouldn't shut up. Looks like Gyohon got you better than I heard, yeah. That Gyohon guy ain't it? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Shin has taken out multiple people of, like, notoriety, and the fact that, yeah, like, he struggled that much says a lot. Beat the living crap out of me. Next time I'm gonna window. Piece of cake. Yeah, Shin, your hand, huh? Give me your hand. Ah. Ah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It feels like it's just the perfect day. The perfect day. Yeah, 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 yeah. The Shio clan has a large variety of techniques passed down through it. What kind of techniques? What kind of techniques are we talking about? That's it. This is more of a good luck charm than an actual technique though. But by combining hands like this, it's possible to just slightly share one's life force with someone else. Huh? Are you stupid? You think I need that? You're the one that's all beat up. You can't even move. What are you, Kyukai? Election. That was a technique for absorbing someone else's... Oh. That's my reaction. Oh, okay. I know it's only been 3 days since we began fighting here at the Shukai Plains, but the Ryo Kusui is growing more and more anxious by the day. I'm sure that this is a battle that we have no chance of winning unless we're willing to exhaust all of our strength, to the point that we're standing at death's door. Yeah, I thought the same thing.
It truly is a chain of improbable events occurring one after another. The first day saw 5,000-man Commander Moten somehow leading the Shin left wing to recover from a fatal defeat, allowing them to cling on. While on the second day, Ohon of the Gyokuho unit was only able to evade Chogaryu's aim, but even launch an attack that crippled the Bananji army, and now you have Shin. That's exactly what I was saying. And today, we had a Hishin unit who was able to blunt and weather my army's assault. It's nothing more than a couple of 5,000-man commander who weren't even worthy of attention getting a bit carried away. Do not underestimate them. Even the Shin's 6 generals were once leaders of only 5,000, 3,100 men. Yeah, exactly. He's saying, oh yeah, these guys are dangerous. They're big threats. Exactly what are you trying to say? Surely you don't mean. Did you send something from Shin of the Hishin unit? He's going to say no, of Kyukai. Shin of the Hishin unit and Lieutenant Kyukai, while slightly rough around the edges, those two did remind me of Shin's 6 great generals. Both of them? Phew. Then all we need to do is stamp them out here and now. Exactly so. Yeah, boy. After this war is over, those two, all four of the rookies better be promoted. All 5 of the, I mean, Kaio 10 is not really a leader or anything, but all of them better be promoted to general. Better be promoted to general. If they truly possessed the same qualities of Shin's 6 great generals, the worst possible development for Jia would be a future where Shin and Kyukai, Ohon, and Moten were allowed. Exactly what I just said. On the other hand, the worst possible development for Shin would be if they were to die right now. A future where not only those 4 youngsters, but also Osen and Kanki and Yotanwa were all lost in one fell swoop at this battle near Zhao's. How are you gonna just good luck with all that, my friend. If that was so easy, you wouldn't have Osen and Ribaku literally just planning everything out. Like, oh, that was so easy. Do it. I want to see you do it. When that to occur, saying that Shin's military would be cut in half would not even begin to describe it. In other words, the battle that stretches before us is a crossroad that could take history down 2 completely different paths. I feel as if I'm finally beginning to grasp my Lord Rinshoyo's intentions. Do you not agree, Chogaryu? The 2 of us are like 2 killing adults let loose from a different age. All so that we could stop Shin's rampage on this day. That pisses me off.
You speak as if this battle revolves completely around the two of you alone. Forgive me if that's the impression I gave off, Gakue. Though it may not seem like it, I'm actually in high spirits right now. Regardless, even Choga, you and I are nothing more than one of a myriad number of blades. The man who shall be the one to lead the battle to victory shall be, of course, Riboku, I'm assuming, of course, Riboku. The strongest member of the three great heaven in all of his... I ain't the strongest. I mean, that much, I guess, was kind of expected that he is the strong. I mean, we never actually said that he is the strongest in all history, but that much, I guess, is pretty much expected, considering that Riboku, you know, the strings that he's pulling every time. But considering that Osen is his equal, what does that make Osen? The most dangerous man that Shin has ever had? Ooh, the most dangerous general that Shin has ever had? I don't know. Zhao Central Army Main Headquarters. Riboku-sama, I come from Gyo, Gallop. I bring a message from the city of Gyo. Did you say Gyo? It must be the time limit. The time limit. That's right. That's right, the time limit. That's right, the answer to how many more days Gyo's food stores can hold on for after taking in tens of thousands of refugees. We told them to quickly calculate a number and let us know as soon as possible. And now, that answer is finally here. So if we do not defeat the Osen army and liberate Gyo by that time, then the city will fall, yes. But looking at it another way, if Gyo's food stores are able to outlast that of Osen's armies, then we can achieve victory without needing to do a single thing. Our lookouts made a rough estimate of the Osen army's food supplies when they left Retsubi behind. They should have enough for 15 days, right? No, they've got 10 more days worth. That's right, in 10 more days, the Shin army will run out of food. So the question is, how many more days can Gyo hold out for? Riboku-sama, 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 how long? 20 days. Aye. Yes! Hooray! So this battle is going to be won. This battle is going to be won by the Shin. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we don't have this time limit. Obviously, this will mean that Osen will have to speed up. The thing is though, right? If all the other people are evolving, Shin evolving, Ohon evolving, Moten evolving, Kyukai evolving, Kaiyuten hasn't evolved so far, but will surely evolve too, then Osen will have to evolve too. That's my thought. Osen will have to evolve too. And I think like right now it's clear that he's the equal to Riboku, and I'm assuming Osen will probably actually have a good idea of how much provisions they have and Zhao have. So I think like he's gonna evolve in this battle too. And it's like Kanki previously said, Osen doesn't go into battles that he doesn't think he can win. So we now have a time limit. We now have a time limit of 10 days. It's gonna be interesting because that means that I know the arc just recently finished. I was told that on Discord that the arc just recently finished. So my question is this: are the days going to be as long as they have been? Like we've only had 3 days so far. Are the days going to remain as long as they have been? Where like each day is like 10 chapters? Because it's, you know, 10 more, 100 chapters. Yeah, that would actually make sense. Like, you know, 100 more chapters from here on out. That would be something. Oh my. But we're going a long distance. That's what I know for sure. We're going a long distance. We're going to see the numbers being whittled down. Maybe at the end, it's all going to go through the middle. That's what I think is going to happen. Like, all the numbers on the sides are going to be whittled down to, like, 50 there, and 100 in the middle. And it's like, 200 people. There's 200 people. Wow. We're basically destroy each other. Woohoo. But my goodness, that's my thoughts, though, on the time limit. I really enjoyed this. Again, I kind of expected Moten hype in the first day, Ohon hype in the second day, Shin hype on the third day. We got Hishin unit hype on the third day, which is even better. It's even better, ladies and gentlemen. Even better. Kyukai. Bei. Shin. Yay. Kaiyuten. For now, nay, but will obviously step up once they fight against an actual strategist and not oh, I'm going off instinct. Oh yeah, 2 + 2 = 5. Haha. Then she's always going to shine. So I can't wait for her to shine as well. I can't wait for the rest of the team to shine. I can't wait because the Hishin unit is strong. Strong. Very strong. Very, very strong. They're very, very strong. And I like them being very, very strong and successful too. But ladies and gentlemen, I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Everyone, until then, have a nice day. Peace out. And as always, buy. You can also obviously, because I always forget to mention this, you can also obviously get early access as well as, I mean, for Kingdom there's no full length, but like you can get early access on patreon.com/ what was my Patreon? Patreon.com/Mr. X. I forgot what my channel was called there for a second. Patreon.com/Mr. X Reacts. If you want to get early access to Kingdom, I think by the time this comes out on YouTube, I'll be about 10-15 chapters ahead on Patreon. So if you want to see that, you can get that for $3 a month. But if not, that's totally fine as well, because these will come out on YouTube eventually. But anyway, though, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Everyone, until then, have a nice day. Peace out and bye. Man, I never sell anything. I felt like a salesman just then. Good or bad salesman? Ooh. Hey everybody, if you liked this video, please be sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And if you want to see more of these kind of videos, be sure to check out Patreon to get 1 week early access as well as full length. But until next time everybody, peace out and have a nice day.